You see a 23-year-old man who complains of sudden, unavoidable urge to sleep. When these occur, he can collapse on the spot and immediately lose consciousness. This can be brought on by strong emotions such as fear or laughter. Which of the following neuropeptides is low in this condition? So I hope you everybody understand. This is a case of narcolepsy. In narcolepsy, orexin is low. Narcolepsy is associated with low orexin or hypocretin levels. This condition is narcolepsy. It is characterized by daytime somnolence and dysregulation of sleep. 70% also have cataplexy. Okay. 31-year-old female with a history of epilepsy consults you following an uneventful pregnancy. Which one of the following drug would it be safe to continue during breastfeeding? Phenytoin, carbamazepine, lamotrigine, sodium valproate, or all of the above. So the best single answer here is all of the above. Breastfeeding is acceptable with nearly all anti-epileptic drugs. Exception barbiturates. Which one of the following least characteristic of Wernicke's encephalopathy? Ataxia, confusion, ophthalmoplegia. We see in Wernicke's encephalopathy, but we are not going to see confabulation. Confabulation is not seen in Wernicke's encephalopathy. An inability to acquire new memories and confabulation suggestive development of Korsakoff syndrome. A 28-year-old woman brought by emergency ambulance to the hospital. She is accompanied by her husband, who tell you that his wife has suffered a progressive flu-like illness over the past few days. Over the past 24 hours, she has begun to develop short-term memory problems, been behaving oddly, and has now developed worsening drowsiness and disorientation. On examination, her Glasgow Coma scale is 13. You confirm confused, rambling speech. She has neck stiffness. Fundoscopy is remarkable. Hemoglobin is 13. Platelets 1,82,000. WBC 9,200. Neutrophils 2.8. Lymphocytes 5.8. Eosinophil 0.4. Sodium 134. Potassium 4.7. Urea 5.9. Creatinine 92. CRP 61. Which of the following is most likely underlying diagnosis? So the underlying diagnosis here is herpes encephalitis, meningococcal meningitis, severe influenza, measles encephalitis, tuberculosis meningitis. So answer here is herpes encephalitis. Progressive confusion seen here with memory loss, lymphocytosis, and a moderate elevation of CRP. Flu-like illness fits well with diagnosis of herpes encephalitis. MRI brain investigation of choice. Okay. Which one of the following dopamine receptor agonist used in the management of Parkinson's disease is least associated with pulmonary retroperitoneal and pericardial fibrosis? So, less associated is ropinirole. 63-year-old female reviewed in the rapid access transient ischemic attack clinic. For the past 3 weeks, she has been having episodes of transient loss of vision. In the right eye, carotid ultrasound reveals 48% stenosis of her right carotid artery, and an ECG shows sinus rhythm. She was started on aspirin 300 mg OD by her own GP. After the first episode, what is the most appropriate management of this patient? Warfarin, clopidogrel, carotid endarterectomy, dipyridamole, aspirin, and dipyridamole. So the best answer here is clopidogrel. Carotid artery endarterectomy is recommended if the patient has suffered a stroke or TIA, the carotid territory, and it's not severely disabled. It should not only be considered if the carotid stenosis is greater than 70 or 50%, depending on reporting criteria. So now, 70-year-old man who presented with repetitive large involuntary movements on his lower limb and right upper limb has been diagnosed with hemibalismus. This affects which part of brain? This mainly affects subthalamic nucleus of basal ganglia. Hemibalismus is a type of chorea which is caused by decreased activity in subthalamic nucleus of basal ganglia. Okay. 19-year-old man diagnosed as having myoclonic seizures. What is the most appropriate first-line anti-epileptic? In myoclonic seizures, sodium valproate, carbamazepine, topiramate, clonazepam, ethosuximide. The best answer here is sodium valproate. Sodium valproate is a drug of choice in myoclonic seizure. It's myoclonic. 47-year-old man with known history of schizophrenia is admitted to emergency department due to confusion. A bottle of procyclidine tablets are found in his pocket. On examination, temperature 38.1 degrees Celsius with a blood pressure 155 by 100. Neurological examination revealed GCS 13 by 15. But assessment of his peripheral nervous system is difficult due to generalized increased muscle tone. What is most likely diagnosis? Neuroleptic malignant syndrome, procyclidine overdose, catatonic schizophrenia, clozapine-induced granulocytosis, quetiapine-induced rhabdomyolysis. So this is a case of neuroleptic malignant syndrome. Which one of the following is least associated with myotonic dystrophy? Myotonic dystrophy associated with DDD, dysphagia, diabetes, testicular atrophy, learning difficulties. No aortic regurgitation. Answer is aortic regurgitation. Dystrophic myotonica. Distal weakness initially. Autosomal dominant. D. Diabetes, dysarthria. Okay. You are a foundation doctor working in general practice. You review a 40-year-old woman complaining dizziness. Symptoms are worsened when rolling over in the bed and are associated with nausea. She has never had any previous episodes, does not complain of oral fullness, and does not have nystagmus. What could be done to confirm the diagnosis? Audiogram, Rain and Weber test, otoscopy, Dix-Hallpike maneuver, Apley maneuver. So the best answer here is Dix-Hallpike maneuver. Why? Because this is a case of benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Hallpike is a test rapidly lower a patient to supine position with an extended neck. A positive test creates the symptom of benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Treatment by Apley maneuver. 44-year-old woman present with a 3-month history of worsening involuntary movements of the head. These are worse when she is stressed and improved by alcohol. They are not present when she sleeps. There are no other neurological symptoms known. Neurological examination unremarkable other than spontaneous movements of the head, which are worse when she looks to either side. Her father had a similar complaint but never sought medical attention. What is most likely diagnosis? Parkinson disease, cerebral tremor, Huntington's disease, multiple sclerosis, essential tremor. This is a case of essential tremor. Why? Because tremors relieved by alcohol or some tremors relieved by sleep. So this is a case of essential tremor. This is rare with head tremor. Generally we see hand finger tremors. Essential tremors is the most common cause of titubation head tremor. Whilst the majority of patients will complain of hand tremor, titubation may occur in isolation. Tremor characteristic as it is worse on movement and during stress and relieved by alcohol and sleep. The family history is also pointer. 5-year-old boy diagnosed as having absence seizure. What is the chance he will be seizure free by the age of 16 years old? 5 to 10%, 20 to 25%, 40 to 45%, 65 to 70%, 90 to 95%. So the best answer here is 90 to 95%. Absence seizures, good prognosis. 90 to 95% become seizure free in adolescence. 54-year-old man with a small cell lung cancer complains of muscle weakness. Each one of the following are features of Lambert-Eaton syndrome except paroxysmal muscles more commonly affected, hyporeflexia, dry mouth, repeated muscle contraction lead to decreased muscle strength or impotence. So the best answer here is repeated muscle contraction lead to decreased muscle strength. So this is the answer. Decreased muscle strength due to muscle contraction seen in myasthenia gravis disease. So guys, I already finished here. If you have any queries, any question regarding neurology MCQs, you can ask me. And if somebody is new on my channel, please subscribe it. And if somebody like my videos, put like on it. If you feel these videos are really helpful, then don't forget to share my videos. Thank you. Good day. Goodbye. That's all for today.